Hey, natural light, I see you, sis. Warm. Put my earrings on. Look like a human, you know. Hope this little battery give me a little juice to hop in it. Ciao.
Anywhere you go, give it on. Anywhere you say,
Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Jasmine and I figured it was time to give you guys a Fibriod update to see how things are going. First of all, before I get into anything, make sure you like, subscribe. We're friends. Follow me on Instagram. Let's hang out. Like all of the above. You know how the list goes. All of that's in the description. And then also with the subscription, did I say subscription? Link is in the description. But after you subscribe, make sure you hit that bell notification so you get a ding-a-ling every time that I post a new video. But anyways, let's get into it. First of all, if you have not seen my previous fibroid video, I think there's like 2 of them. So get into it. But honestly, it's been about 10 months since, which is wild, 10 months since I first learned that I have uterine fibroids. And it wasn't until I actually ended up in the ER that I learned that I even have them. Again, watch the previous videos to understand the journey leading up to this point. But I figured now was a good time to give a fibroid checkup because I was really struggling with just the process and everything. A few days ago, I still am. I haven't had an ultrasound in a few months. I'm not fully sure of how small my fibroids are, but I haven't had any like retention issue, major retention issues in the last few months. There have been a few times where it's taken me way longer to go to the restroom than to be expected, which is frustrating. But most of the time when I have challenges, it's either when I'm bloated or about to start my cycle or get off my cycle, or like at night when I've been asleep for, you know, hours on end or whatever and don't go up to the bathroom. But I've always been able to go, haven't ended up back in the ER, so that's great. And it was like, I think it was the last time that I was having issues. It probably took me like 25 minutes to go, which again, I have never been more grateful for normal bodily functions, like going to the bathroom. Like so many people take it for granted, and I will never take it for granted again. And I was so frustrated, even also while working through the hormonal imbalances with this medicine that I'm on and trying to gather, okay, what is like a real emotion, what is not a real emotion. And I just got so unbelievably frustrated that I was just like, okay, like, what is happening? Like, what is going on? Why are we doing this? I get it. I have fibroids. I'm on the medicine. I believe that God told me that I was healed. I'm believing that I won't need to have any surgery. So it's like, why is this so? It's like, I get it. I learned the lesson. I understand. I get it. And so I had to stop and pause and process, not to mention, I have such an incredible dream team of support and family members and friends and just family by choice and just so many people that I do life with that help me to put things into perspective and help me to understand that like faith is not built when you get what you want, right? So everything that we do, so I'm a believer, if you don't know that, Christian. Nice to meet you. And faith in our faith walk, the faith that we have is not built when, okay, I ask God for something and he does it and he gives it to us in 5 seconds. He gives it to us in a couple days. He gives it to us in a week. Not to say that God is not faithful enough to do those things, because there have been plenty of times where I have needed God to show up and show out in a very, very quick fashion, and he has done so. But I think real faith, and I'm realizing that real faith really is developed in the waiting. If God said that he's going to do something in my life, am I going to believe it even though it doesn't happen when I think it's supposed to happen? It's so, there's so much that comes along with that. There's so much that I have to continue to remind myself. It's like unlearning this process of like putting God in the box of how other people have treated me, but recognizing that God is infinite, he's faithful, he is just, he is true, he is holy. And it's like, so if he is all of those things, it doesn't shift just because I don't get something when I'm believing for it. Now again, this fibroid process has been so challenging, and I know that I have not had the worst type of testimony when it comes to managing fibroids. I know that there are those who have had way worse than I have, who have had hysterectomies and so many things that I know I won't have and won't have to work through. But it has been such a challenging process. And I just, again, I think my faith is really being developed now. And as I continue to move forward in life and continue to believe God for something else, as he continues to give me peace in the moments. All right, tears. as he continues to give me peace in the moment, I am so eternally grateful for his consistency now. More than ever, I'm grateful for his peace that he provides me now. I'm grateful to him for being a friend. I'm grateful to him for loving me when I'm frustrated. I'm like, God, why? I'm so over this. I'm so sick of this. Like, this is just silly. Like, who can't use the bathroom by themselves? Like, you know what I mean? Like, those types of things. Feelings. But ultimately, I'm so grateful. This was not planned. Like, okay. I'm just so grateful to the faith that's being built now, even though I'm not having fun at all. And I actually also am currently to the official fibroid update, I am currently in a battle with my insurance company because the way that they prescribe the dosages is that you get 1 shot of Lupron that I'm on a month. And so the recommendation is that you get it for 3 months at a time. You technically can be on it for up to a year. Most doctors and physicians don't recommend that because there are other side effects, even aside from like the emotions and hormones that come, and emotional imbalances and hormone imbalances and things that come with that. Osteoporosis is a side effect and some other things, but because I'm black, which is wild, our bone density is heavier. Don't at me. That's what I was told. But I haven't experienced any major side effects, so he's kept me on it for longer just to give the fibroids time to, the medicine time to work and to shrink and stuff. So after 6 months, my insurance decided that they didn't think that I needed it anymore. Which, do you think I want to be on this? Like, what do you mean? Like, what? How do you tell me that I don't need it anymore? So that's been a frustrating process. So they denied the doctor's office. The doctor was going back and forth. I'm actually now having to work with my employer to have my employer work through those challenges. So that's been frustrating. And I actually was just at the doctor a week ago, and he was basically like, I don't know I don't fully know what to say. And who wants to hear their doctor say that, right? Like, this is the professional. You supposed to be telling me like, nah, we got this, and this. But what he is continuing to lean into is, yeah, I know that you're not comfortable having a conversation about surgery. I know that, they're still, at least last we checked, they were still pretty large. And is one in particular. So I had 2 small ones, one disappeared, and then I have a large one in the back of my uterus and then a small one last time we checked, of course. And so he was just saying, like, if I were you, I would just work with your employer, have them go back and forth with your insurance, and then we can get you going. So I haven't had a shot actually since December, and since November, the end of November, and I'm supposed to have it once a month. So here we are almost in February, and I haven't had it. When I left my doctor's appointment, I was so frustrated. Like, every time that again, it's like this faith being built, and like every moment that feels like I'm not making any progress, it can be discouraging and it's tough. Again, feelings and hormones as well, right? But I called my mom. I was crying for a little bit, and she was just saying, well, let's try to find some natural remedies. So I've been working with my my line sister, and I've been working with some other people that my mom has known that have worked through fibroids, and we got on Amazon and searched some like products and things. It's like, I'm not the only person that has dealt with uterine fibroids. It's a part of my story now. So I was able to find some herbal naturopathic methods. I hope I'm saying that right. I think it's naturopathic. I don't know. Herbal methods inclusive of like this type of supplement that I'm taking. There's a cream that I have that has that same hormone balance to it, but without all the side effects. So I'm using that right now. And then I also found it's like drops. It doesn't taste like anything, but I put it in my water 3 or 4 times a day. So I just started those a few days ago. So I'm gonna just stay on that for a month and a half, 2 months to really see, and then go back and forth with my insurance. I'm a little bit relieved though, even though getting off of the medicine or having my routine be off a little bit as far as getting my shot on a monthly basis, it can be nerve-wracking, right? Because you're just like, well, hold on, wait, I'm off balance. I am relieved though, because this will be something that I'm believing it'll be very specific to the fibroids without all of the weird side effects. I've never been a person that's been a fan of medicines and stuff. I used to have headaches for the longest and wouldn't take ibuprofen or anything. Now I'm a little bit more into that, but I also just struggle just relying on like heavy medicines and stuff. Like, I just think those commercials are so weird that talk about like how you can learn, this type of medicine and it's here to help this, but then like all of a sudden a family's frolicking through the fields and we're talking about side effects are lung cancer and disease. Like, what? But there's like the positive music, which again, I get it. It's marketing. I get it. But I've never been a fan. It's always been weird to me. So I'm grateful to be leaning into more of like a naturopathic way and more of an herbal way, and I'll keep you guys posted. I'm not gonna actually link anything down just yet. Well, maybe I can. Maybe it could work for you. I don't know. So actually, you know what? Yes, I'll go ahead and link it down in the description. I'll keep you guys posted on how I'm liking the meds and how they're working for me. I'm not due for another ultrasound until May. So the prayer is, of course, in May that we'll go in. Fibroids will be gone. We'll just keep rolling. And ultimately, again, I'm just grateful to God for holding my hand throughout this process, and I'm thankful that I'm working through this as a single person, so that I don't have any issues like with conception or anything like that. So, and again, if you've watched my previous video, this is in a sense, an answered prayer request, because I prayed for, okay, God, if there's anything that's gonna hinder me or my husband or whatever before, from a reproductive perspective, let's just go ahead and get it out of the way. Be careful when you pray prayers like that, because I'm pretty sure I was in the hospital like 2 weeks later, But ultimately, again, y'all, it's wild. It's wild. But I'm grateful and I'm thankful, and I'll keep you guys posted. And I think I'm gonna stop here. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, don't leave up out of here without liking, subscribing, sharing. Don't do this, okay? Because we are officially homies. You made it to this point, we're officially homies. So bell notification, all of the above. And I post new videos every Friday. I'm really working on getting some more interactive content for y'all. And I love y'all. I think you're amazing. So encourage yourself. Sometimes you gotta pat yourself on the back today. And as always, I'll talk to you guys next week. All right, bye.